run 4 to 6 minutes, Mr. Timer. Title this icebreaker, first speech for somebody, which that's why we call it an icebreaker, by the way, for our guests here. Title is 3 Significant Moments in My Life. Please welcome Johannes.
This is Toastmaster, dear friends and guests. First, it is not going to be 3 because I counted the time better and that would be too long. It's going to be 2. I will tell you about 2 segments, brief episodes in my life that I hope will explain to you a little bit who I am. 2 very important things for me are adventure and nature. So first I will talk to you about adventure. When I was about 27, I had a chance to race cars, which are always friends of doing. And I was campaigning a Lotus 26R in the European Historic Championship. We raced the main European racetracks. My very first race was going to be in Monza, Italy. I had raced Formula 4 cars, but this was going to be my first race in this specific car. I did quite well in the official training, where you establish your position on the grid. I was on the 3, quite good. Race day came, I was on the grid. It was infernal. Noise, everybody was revving their engines, it was dramatic. My heart must have been beating at 180 beats per minute, adrenaline washing through my system. It was great. On goes the red light, on comes the green light. Everybody goes off. Everybody except me. Because I was standing there with the tire spinning. And what had happened is that I didn't know the race clutch, which is very different from normal clutch. Tire spinning, rubber burning on the asphalt, smoke coming out of the wheel cases, and I was standing there. And my number 3 position quickly became a number 10 or so. I was getting very angry. And finally my car took off. And I tried to catch up. And the next 15 minutes were some of the most memorable in my life. I went into the zone. I suddenly knew how to handle the car. I just loved the racetrack. And I worked my way quickly through the field to number 2. And there was one mean Italian who was number 1. He even tried to push me off a straight when I tried to pass him. I kept it back off. And then we came to a very fast chicane. The Ascari chicane. We came in very fast. And then it did something like this. I knew how to handle this extremely well. I came off extremely fast here, maybe 100 miles an hour. And I was so fast, in fact, that I was worried to damage the engine. So then I did something which I shouldn't have done, which is shift into 4th gear from 3rd. The car spun to the right. I caught it. Spun to the left. I caught it again. Spun again, went right into the tires. I saw pictures afterwards, doors flying. I don't remember what happened the next 10 minutes. They brought me to the hospital just to check. No injuries, car was a wreck. I learned a lot. It was a fantastic 15 minutes, nevertheless. It took me a while to reach consummation of my driving skill, but I won't let you miss that. Second episode, nature. About 10 years ago, I was in Zambia, the Luangwa Valley. Extremely diverse wildlife and not overrun by tourists yet. We were in a cabin and it was built on stilts. We slept about here, then there was a curtain, and there was a deck, and there was 60 feet of nothing, and then came the river. So it really ended. One night, I went to the restaurant. You always have to take a flashlight with you. Snakes, insects. Coming back, I had this very strong intuition to just point my flashlight to the riverbank, which was 67 feet away. So I did. There was this cone of light, and into this cone of light walks the most magnificent leopard you can imagine, a big cat. And he looked at me, of course he could see me, he was blind by the light. And I looked at him, and it is very hard to describe, but I felt a very intense connection with that animal. And this lasted about 3 or 4 seconds. To me, it seemed an eternity, like a very long time. And finally, I decided to switch off the flashlight. I probably was afraid that the leopard might be my cat towards me. It was a big cat. But I think more than anything, I felt like I was intruding in space. I was violating his environment. And then I stood there for maybe another 5 minutes in the silence of the night, just reminiscing about what had happened. And this moment, until today, is like I close my eyes and I feel it very, very strongly. In conclusion, if I have the opportunity these days to give advice to young people, I always tell them the biggest risk in life is not